Hey everybody, the following is an excerpt from the monthly Rahdo Roundup, and if you'd like to see the rest of the roundup, you can hit that eye up in the top right corner of the screen, or if you'd like to know more about the game, you can follow the link down in the show notes. And with that out of the way, let's talk about the Paperback 10th Anniversary Edition, plus Typewriter. Yes, folks, for the first time ever in a roundup, I'm doing double duty. I'm putting two games together in one entry, because as it happens, Ruel did a sponsored preview of Paperback 10th Anniversary Edition for the channel. Link for it is down in the show notes, of course. And this new 10th Anniversary Edition adds so many wonderful, cool new things to one of the greatest deck builders of all time. I mean, this is a deck builder that I think I put on my top 10 must-have. If I could only own 10 games, one of them would be Paperback. I put it on that list because it's just about perfection, because it is Dominion deck building crossed with Scrabble wordplay. And those two taste so great together. It is more than the sum of its parts. So, Paperback has always been amazing. The 10th Anniversary Edition comes along and adds, well, what Ruel demonstrated in his run-through, a brilliant new solo mode, which is so cool. I am hoping before time is up that they modify that so it can become a co-op mode as well, because the solo mode is fantastic. Again, check out Ruel's run-through. If you like deck builders or word games and you like solo games, it is worth checking out, because this solo mode is worth the price of admission by itself. But that's not all. I'm so excited about the other stuff that happened with Paperback 10th Anniversary Edition. Like, they've added new types of cards. One of them are these very, very cool, what do you call them? Genre cards, where at the beginning of the game you say, hey, I'm going to do the horror genre, right? And that gives you a series of objectives you're trying to complete during gameplay. And every time you do, you mark progress on them. And once you, because you have certain actions you're trying to do. I love bringing objective-based gameplay into Paperback. And then the cool thing is, as you're doing them and you're flipping them over, what you're ultimately making is a full paperback, full-sized page Paperback, which is just fun. And that's unfortunate. That's a heavily green screen one. But then also, if you pull it off, you're getting victory points at the end of the game. So you're giving yourself in-game goals also. These genre cards, and the genres are horror and science fiction and time travel and fantasy and romance and literary fiction and westerns. They're all so cool. So just adding this big, huge deck of genre cards really ramps up the game to a level it's never been before. But that's not all. I can't show them, but they are also introducing this concept of unlockable cards, where if I were to flip these, they'd literally be spoilers, so I'm not going to show them. If you want to know what they are, ask down in the comments. Ask in the comments, and I'll kind of do a spoiler for what the unlockable cards are. But basically, the game comes with a series of achievements you want to do over multiple games to unlock more and more and more of these. And let me just say, these are game changers too, that really enhance the feel. But that wasn't all. I'm trying to remember. There are so many elements. More typo cards, which are from the abridged expansion. The genre cards are a big deal. Oh, it's a little thing, but this is, to me, very important. The original Paperback, everybody starts with the exact same deck of cards, but no more. Now, everybody still starts with those same basic consonants, the RSLs and all that, but one of your basic consonants has a special power on it. So everybody has a letter they like more than everybody else, because it helps speed them up. And instead of getting a bunch of wilds, you still get wilds, but then you also get a tougher consonant that gives you extra bonus if you can make super words. So what this means is this changes the starting hand, and everybody has a unique deck. That is awesome as well. So, as a longtime huge fan of Paperback, this 10th anniversary, and if all that weren't enough, they've got a whole slate of some of the best artists working in board games to give us a whole bunch of new art as well. Vincent Dutray art and all kinds of art. The original art was amazing, but now there's even more cool art if you get the Super Deluxe 10th Anniversary Edition. So I'm excited about all of this. And that's what brings in at number 4. But then there's one other thing I need to point out. On this crowdfunding campaign, which is only running for a couple more days, there's an additional little celebratory game called Typewriter that is available to get as well. This is another word game, and it's kind of like, what if you crossed Scrabble with bananagrams. Because basically the whole game is just a bag full of chips that you could just bust out and play at a pub anywhere you want if you want to have the ultimate in portable analog word games, not Word with Friends digital stuff, but real physical things where you're trying to do wordplay. And it's a really sharp little game as well. There's on the Kickstarter page, Tim Fowers does a full preview of it, but actually I think these little animated GIFs do a good job. On your turn in Typewriter, you've got a handful of chips that represent different keys on a typewriter. You're trying to make a word, and if you do make a word, every chip that was in that word either has the chance to be scored, so you turn it into points, or if you don't score it or you can't score it, you flip them over so that they end up becoming something else. An S becomes a wild card, or an N flips over to become a cool special power. Because that's the other thing. On the back of a bunch of these tiles are cool special powers. And so over the course of 10 rounds, every round you're also going to get another chip. So sometimes you're storing your chips away to turn them into points, which means maybe you're throwing away special powers or whatnot, or making it harder. Because if you get rid of your S, which is the easiest letter in the universe to use, but you turn it into points, hey, you need those points, but you need that S. Are you going to get rid of it, or are you going to get rid of something else? But the other thing is, when you're trying to figure out what word you're going to make, you're also thinking about what are on the other sides of these chips. Because if I put this into this chip, it will flip and become a special power or whatever it might be, and I want that special power. So I am bending over backwards trying to make a word that will use that in so that I can flip it so I can get that special power and use it next turn to do double scores or to draw extra tiles or to change the offer, all kinds of different special powers. And this is neat. This is fun. I mean, again, I think the real strength of Typewriter is it is the ultimate in analog portable word games. Just easy to set up, easy to play, fast, with still some of the tricks of Paperback, like trying to, you get to unlock super powerful vowel cards by making really long words and all of that. So if you like word games and you like fast, fun games that you can carry with you anywhere, you might also want to check out Typewriter, which is also available as part of the Paperback 10th anniversary crowdfunding campaign, which, as I mentioned, just ends in a couple of days from the time I am recording this right now. So you don't have much time left, folks, to check out the best version of Paperback ever, and also Typewriter. And thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It makes a huge difference, believe me. But with that out of the way, if you'd like to see some more, over on the left, you can find a playlist of a whole bunch more Rahdo Rapid reviews. Up in the top right, there's the latest thing that's been added to the channel. And in the bottom right, you've got something YouTube recommends. Okay, folks, thanks for watching.